But in your experience, where do founders and business owners tend to kind of like over-engineer when it comes to legal stuff and or waste time? You know, both in day-to-day practice and also if they're getting ready for a business sale potentially.
I suppose wasting time. Well, when it comes, I think personally, it's when, as a solicitor, when they use, when you know, you can get a document offline, I think, and then you have these terms and conditions, or they use a shareholder agreement as a generic thing from online for free, and it's then in play for them, but the document is nowhere near related to their company. So effectively, it is useless because there might be aspects in there. I remember going back to when GDPR first came out, and companies were just copy and pasting from bigger websites, putting it onto theirs. And I remember looking at one of our clients, and it was talking about how they had 10,000 members of staff and that they were dealing with. And I was like, you've only got a little shop down the high street. And so little things like that. And I think that can be going back to the reputational aspect as well. If you hand out terms and conditions to somebody that you're dealing with for a big deal, and it has the wrong client's name on it, or it has incorrect information, little mistakes like that. Yeah, I know we all make mistakes, but when it comes to things like that, if it's got a different company name on it, if you're using somebody else's, it just sort of gives, it's that reputational aspect that you want to keep. So wasting time perspective, I was saying that if you're going to do something, do it properly, as opposed to just trying to do it on the cheaper aspect with like a run-of-the-mill generic document.
Yeah, as I say, penny wise and pound foolish, right? You know, I mean, you can find, and I guess, you know, to an extent, AI makes it even more challenging nowadays because people just plug into ChatGPT, give me a contract, and they don't take, so they end up wasting a lot of time down the line rather than you know, doing it properly at the get-go.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think that's a good point.
So I want to talk a little bit about some of the sort of commonly overlooked traps, if you want to call it that. So, you know, what are some of the top blind spots you're still seeing today? You know, so when you think about business owners, what are the things that they should be thinking about that they're not? I mean, you've spoken about shareholder agreements and all of those, but like, yeah, I mean, what are some of the things you've seen in the last little while?
Well, I suppose we're going to come a little bit off the law here and sort of talking about from a marketing perspective and about linking to your intellectual property and about how you build that brand and what you want to be from how you portray yourself. Say, for example, your logo or your slogans, does that represent how you want to be as a business? Now, we you know, massive now on social media where everybody's advertising and selling themselves and, you know, trying to portray to everybody what they do. And as a business owner, are you